Good morning, student. In last class, we have discussed about the transformation of independent variable. And today class and coming one or two class, we will discuss about the classification of signal based on their properties. So in today class, we are going to discuss the periodic and non-periodic signal. And in next class, we will discuss even and odd signal and the energy and power signal. A lot of questions from this topic comes into the different competitive exam, and these classification are more important for the communication. So in today's class, we are discussing about the periodic and non-periodic signal. So first, what is the significance of periodic signal? A signal which repeat its value after a fixed time of interval is known as periodic signal. Suppose here we are showing a signal xt, and if this is equal to the xt plus kt, t plus minus kt, the signal xt is said to be periodic. So first, k is the integer and t is representing the time period. So k here is the integer and t is representing the time period of signal xt. So this xt will be equal to the x t plus t equal to xt plus 2t that is going on, or equal to x t minus t equal to x t minus 2t, and this is going on. So signal is repeating its value after a fixed time of interval. So that is the representation in the continuous time domain. And in discrete time signal is represented as xn. This xn should be equal to the xn plus minus kn. This capital N is representing the period of signal, and k is again an integer value. So this is x1 equal to xn equal to xn plus n equal to xn plus 2n, same equal to xn minus n, that is going on. Okay, so this is the case of continuous time signal for the period case, and that is the for the discrete case. Now we have discussed about the different possible case for the periodic signal. A lot of question comes into the different competitive exam. So please take care how the problem can be solved. So first, we are representing if xt is the combination of different signal x1t plus x2t plus x3t, suppose xnt. Okay, there may be the plus sign or minus sign because we are going to check the periodicity of the signal xt. So what is the condition of xt to be periodic? If it has the number of different signal. First point, that every signal should be periodic. Okay, if x1t is periodic, x2t is periodic, x3t is periodic, if any one or any two or other signal are non-periodic, then xt are non-periodic. So first condition is every signal should be periodic. अगर एक भी नॉन पीरियोडिक है तो xt नॉन पीरियोडिक हो जाएगा. सेकंड केस, if all are periodic, then xt is periodic or non periodic. So see, here we represent if x1t has the time period t1 and x2 is t2, x3 is t3 and xn is suppose tn, then xt may be periodic or may be non-periodic. Then how can we check? And what is the condition for the xt should be periodic? Okay, first find the ratio of t1 to all signal, t1 by t2, t1 by t3, t1 by tn. Okay, just find the ratio of t1 to all signal. These all number should be the rational number. Rational means ratio of the integer. So first condition to periodic of the signal xt, that ratio of one signal t1 to and all other signals should be the rational. And if these all are the rational, then period of the signal t is the LCM of t1, t2 up to the t represents. So first, there are the two cases. If anyone is non-periodic, signal become non-periodic. So condition of periodicity, that every signal should be periodic, and ratio of one signal to other should be the rational number. And if it is the rational number, the signal time period is the LCM of t1, t2 up to the tn. Okay, just I am taking one example. Suppose x1t has the time period 4, x2t is the 5, and x3 is the 6. Suppose if xt is the sum of x1 plus x2 plus x3, then xt is time periodic or non-periodic. 4, 5, 6. This is representing the value of t1, t2, and t3. So see, the ratio of t1 to t2 or t1 to t3. This ratio is 4 by 5 and this ratio is 4 by 6. So both are the rational number. Okay, so the time period of the signal is the LCM of 4, 5 and 6, and this is value of the LCM is, that is 2, 4, 5 and 3. This is 2, 1, 5 and 3. Then 5, 1, 1, 3. This is 3, 1, 1, 1. So time period T is 2 into 5 into 3. So 2 to the 4 into 5, 20 into 3, 60. So time period of this signal is equivalent to the 60. So this is the first case. Second case, sometimes student गलतियां करते हैं. अगर मैं कह दूं, अगर टाइम पीरियड रेशनल ना हो के, अगर if this time period is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 3 and this is 1 by 6. So ratio of t1 to t2, t1 to t2 and t1 to t3 is the rational number. So xt is periodic or non-periodic. Okay, so this is clear because this is the ratio is rational number. So this is the periodic, and the what is the time period of the xt? That is the LCM of 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 6. So इनका LCM क्या होगा, मैं यही पूछना चाह रहा हूँ. जनरली बच्चे क्या गलती करते हैं? Student always take the LCM as 1 upon 2, 3 is 4, 124. Wrong. Okay, when you have the rational number, okay, The LCM of the signal कैसे करना है? This is the LCM of the numerator, okay, divided by the HCF of the denominator. So LCM 1, 1, 1, this is the 1, and the HCF of 2, 3, and 6 is the 1. So the time period of this signal is equal to the 1. So if 3 signal 1 by 2, 1 by 3, and 1 by 6, okay, are the final signal is the sum of 3 signal having the time period individually 1 by 2, 1 by 3, and 1 by 6, then time period of xt is equal to the 1. Okay, so that is the case. Now we are moving because we are talking about the communication. So we are taking some more important case. कि कैसे कैसे मुझे साइनोसॉइडल केस, पोलर फॉर्म केस, एक्सपोनेंशियल केस, okay, and what is the period of that signal. So for simplicity मैं उठा 1 by 1 लेके चल रहा हूँ. देखना यहाँ xt फर्स्ट केस लेके चलना. xt is suppose sin pi t by 4. Okay. This is in continuous time domain, and in discrete time domain में represent करेंगे तो क्या होगा? xn is sin pi n by 4. Okay, केवल मुझे इसका टाइम पीरियड निकालना. पहले साइन फॉर्म में दे रखा है. So always compare your signal with sin omega naught t, and omega naught is 2 pi by t time period. So this is sin 2 pi by t into t. Okay, so just compare your sine signal with this value. So this is 2 pi by t equal to pi by 4. So time period of the signal t become 8. So the time period of this signal is t equal to the 8. But when we go into the discrete time signal, okay, so here again omega naught is omega naught. Here we compare by 2 pi by t, but this signal we will compare with sin omega naught n. Okay, and omega naught. So this omega naught. So this is basically pi by 4n. How can we check the periodicity of this signal? This function should be the integer of 2 pi. मुझे क्या करना है? मुझे पूरे के पूरे सिग्नल को एक इंटीजर बनाना है किसका? 2 pi का. तो यहाँ जो आप करेंगे वो कैसे लेके जाएंगे? 2 pi n. ओके, यानी ये जो फैक्टर हो पाई बाई 4 है, ओमेगा नॉट जो फैक्टर लेके चल रहा है हम पाई बाई 4 n, ओमेगा नॉट n इक्वल टू पाई बाई 4 n, और ये कितना होना चाहिए? 2 पाई n. मुझे पता है n क्या है? मेरा इंटीजर. पाई बाई कैंसिल, तो n कितना होगा? कैपिटल N इज n अपॉन 8. The value of n should be in such a way that this n should be the integer. So if we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, n is not integer. For the value of n equal to 8, this n is an integer. So in this case, time period is again 8. Okay. So how can you check? If given, just make the equivalent to 2 pi n. Okay. So this is the k compare. Find the value of n in such a way that for value of n, this n should be the integer. Clear? So that is the first case. Now we are discussing the second case. Second case is if xt is here, it's given by only sin t by 4. If pi is not given. So this is a periodic or not periodic. Here same here, xn is given as sin n by 4. This is periodic or not periodic. So say t by 4. Okay. So here again we compare this signal with sin omega naught t. omega naught is 2 pi by t equal to 1 by 4. Now t equal to 8 pi. Okay, simple pi we will treat as the rational number. So the time period of this signal is 8 pi. So in case of sine signal, okay, or the time period may be the integer value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe the in form of pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, pi by 2, इस तरह भी ले सकते हैं. But when we are dealing with this series sin n by 4, and if we compare this omega naught n is n by 4, and compare this with 2 pi n, and the value of n become n upon 4 into 2 pi, or equal to the n upon 8 pi. But we have said that for any value of n, this term n should be the integer. But there is no value of n. This n is an integer. Okay, so what is the case? This n, there is no value. So this signal is a non-periodic signal. So remember, case in continuous time domain signal, this is the periodic signal. But in discrete time signal, this is the non-periodic signal. That is the case 7. Now, I will introduce one more case. Third case, if we introduce some constant here, xt is, suppose sine t by 4 plus 3. Here we have given a constant inside the bracket. Same here, if this is the periodic, if signal is non-periodic, you add anything, the signal is non-periodic. This is xn equal to sine pi by 4, and this is n plus 1, suppose. Okay, so remember, when we add some constant into the time variable, this is equivalent to time shifting property. And time shifting does not affect the time period of the signal. But we have said, in shifting, graph will be shifted into the left hand side or right hand side. So when you introduce a constant in time variable, the graph will be shifted in right or left, but no change in the time period. So time period of the signal is just same as the sine t by 4. So whenever you see a constant with time, just find the time constant of sine t by 4. Just remove the constant. और जो भी आपका फंक्शन है उसे निकाल लो. Same here. Here we have introduced a constant, so just calculate the time period of the sine pi by 4n. So basic concept is that shifting does not affect the time period. So this is my third one. Okay. Now one more case. Okay. If there is the addition of the signal, see, suppose I have the signal xt equal to sine pi t by 4. Now in third case, we are taking sine pi t by 4. Suppose second signal is sine pi t, and third is suppose sine 2 pi t. And we have to calculate the time period of the signal. So see, if we compare this pi t by 4 with omega naught t, so time period of this signal is 8. And if we compare this sine pi t, 2 pi by t, so time period is of this signal sine pi t, 2 pi by t equal to pi by s in t equal to 2 seconds. And time period of this signal t equal to the 1. So again, all sine, this signal is periodic, this is periodic, and this is periodic. And ratio of this is suppose t1, t2, and t3. So just take ratio of t1 to t2 is 8 by 2, rational number. and T1 by T3, again rational number. So this signal xt is a periodic signal, and what is the time period? LCM of a comma 2 comma 1, and this time period t is the 8. Okay, so this is the time period. So if a number of sinusoidal signal are connected into the addition property, so final signal is the individual should be periodic, and ratio of first to other is the rational number, and this is the t equal to the 8. One more important point. See, if this is not pi by 40, if this is the t by 4, this is the t by 4. So what is the time period of the signal? Now omega naught should be, if we compare this to pi by t, this is 4. So time period of this signal to omega naught is 2 pi by t equal to 1 by 4. So time period t is 8 pi. Now the time period of the signal is 8 pi, and this is again t equal to 2, and this is t3 equal to the 1. But if we take, this is t1, t2 and t3. But if we take the ratio t1 to t2 to t2, this is 8 pi by 2, so that is 4 pi. And this is not the rational number. This is not the rational number. So if such type of signal are are added, the signal are non-periodic signal. Okay, अगर एक पाई के साथ है और एक नॉन पाई के साथ है, सिग्नल नॉन पीरियोडिक होगा. लेकिन हाँ, अगर मैं इससे भी पाई हटा दूं, सपोज यहाँ भी पाई नहीं होता, तो क्या होता? T1 8 pi, time period of this signal is 2 pi, and time period of this signal is 2t. This is the pi. T is 2 pi and this time period is pi. इस तरह से आएगा ओमेगा नॉट. ठीक है, लेकिन अब रेशियो T1 to T2. Now here ratio कितना बनेगा? T1 to T2 8 pi upon 4 pi. So this is the constant 4, and T1 to T3 कितना आ जाएगा? Again, so this is the rational number. So now time period 8 pi, 2 pi and pi are the periodic, and the ratio of with each other are the rational number. So time period of the signal is the LCM of 8 pi, 2 pi and pi. So this is time period is 8 pi. Point is clear. So this is the case. Okay. Say with the case of the discrete type signal. Now again we are moving on complex number. Now we are moving for the checking of time period for the complex number. So see, if a signal x is given to e to the power j pi by 2, how can we represent this signal? This is equivalent to just e to the power j pi by 2, means the magnitude of the signal is 2 and it is making an angle pi by 2 with the x-axis. Okay, e to the power j pi by 2. So this angle is pi by 2, or angle is always taken with the anti-clockwise and its magnitude is 2. So 2 e to the power j pi by 2, magnitude 2 and making an angle pi by 2 in the right hand side. In continuous time domain signal, if xt is represented as 2 e to the power j pi by 2t, this signal is periodic or non-periodic. Okay. Again, just compare our signal with e to the power j omega naught t. So again here omega naught is 2 pi by t, and this is equivalent to the pi by 2. So time period of this signal is 4. Okay. So again with t, equal to 4, it is the periodic. And in discrete time signal, xn equal to 2e to the power j pi by 2n. This is periodic or non-periodic. Again, how can you compare? This pi by 2n should be equal to the 2 pi n, and n is equal to the pi will be cancelled, pi by 4. Okay, pi cancel. So this is n by 4. So for value of n equal to 4, this term is an integer. So time period of the signal is periodic. Now, one more important point. If we add here, this is j pi by 2, and suppose this is t plus 1. In time domain में हम एक point plus बना रहे हैं. Now this is periodic or non-periodic. So see, what is this signal is equal to e to the power j pi by 2 into e to the power j pi by 2 into the j pi by 2. Okay. So this term is the 2 into this term is the constant. This term is the constant, and e to the power j pi by 2 is the periodic signal. So when periodic signal multiplied with a constant term, okay, signal remain periodic because आप मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं कोई भी कांस्टेंट टर्म, वो तो उसके मैग्नीट्यूड इंक्रीज करते हुए डिक्रीज कर देगा. जैसे मैं बात करूं साइन ओमेगा टी, लेकिन अगर यू आर ड्राइंग द ग्राफ ऑफ 2 साइन ओमेगा टी, तो केवल इसकी जो प्लस माइनस वैल्यू है वो +1 to -1 है एक पीरियड में. अब 2 sin ओमेगा टी की कितनी होगी, एक पीरियड में इसकी वैल्यू +2 और -2 होगी. सेम हियर e2 e to the power j pi by 2, this is the constant, okay, and it does not change its time period. Okay, but if here that is the case, now what is the case if we find the time period xt equal to 2 e to the power j pi by 2 into t into t is outside the bracket, and we take the t is outside the bracket, and this is suppose pi by 2 minus 1. Okay, now we have taken t outside and pi by 2 is suppose inside. So this term is e to the power j t pi by 2 into e to the power j t. Okay, this is the e to the power j t. Again, this is the periodic signal. Okay, because j t e to the power j t, this is the periodic. But if sometime how this is the j की जगह अगर यहाँ पे कुछ टर्म इस तरह से ले लेता, क्या, that is xt equal to 2 e to the power pi by 2 and jt minus 1 minus jt minus 1. सपोज मैं ये टर्म ले, अब क्या फर्क होगा, 2 e to the power j pi by 2t, दिस इज द पीरियोडिक सिग्नल है, लेकिन इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई क्या होगा, e to the power minus pi by 2 और tv इंटू, हम क्या कर रहे हैं बेसिकली, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ -1 और t को भी मैं j को इनसाइड ले ले, j -1 जैसे हम ये बता, तो ये टर्म कितना होगा j pi by 2t and this is e to the power minus pi by 2t, ये टर्म हो जाएगा. ओके, so e to the power minus pi by 2, for this is an exponential decaying function, pi by 2 is constant, t is decay. So whenever j is multiplied with the signal, e to the power j is multiplied with the signal, compare this with omega not t. But a constant signal, e to the power minus 80 or e to the power 80, this is exponential decaying signal, and this is an exponential increasing signal. Or when an exponential increase or decrease term is added into a periodic signal, the signal becomes non-periodic. Okay, so see, this is the case of the continuous time signal. And for discrete time signal, here if you add n minus 1, Again, this is equivalent to 2e to the power j pi by 2n into e to the power minus j pi by 2. Okay, so just check the periodicity of this signal. This term is constant. So constant term does not affect the time period. So by this method, you can calculate the time period of the signal. Sometimes two periodic signal are multiplied. Suppose this is cos omega naught t. This is suppose cos 2 omega naught t. So just make the formula in addition form 2 cos a cos b और 2 cos a sin b. इस तरह से हम उसको एडिशन की फॉर्म में लेके आएंगे, cosine plus sin plus cosine, and find the individual time period of the signal. That should be the periodic, and check the periodicity. The T1 should be rational with other signal. If this condition is fulfilled, then take the LCM of the signal, that is the time period of the whole signal. So just do the practice on the based on time periodic signal. Okay, and in today we will stop here, and in next class we will discuss even and odd signal and energy and the power signal. Thank you.